Welcome to the Bread and Hover Show. What's up, people? What's happening? Boy, Bread. Hover's on the line. Hover.
Yo.
What's going on? We jumping on in today. We want to welcome everybody to the Bread and Hover Show. What's going on, people? Got a lot going on. A lot happened this past weekend. A lot coming up. I mean, we are in the home stretch. I mean, the prime season of college football. That's what we do down south. We live for it, Hover.
Yo.
So,
Yo.
we got a lot going on. Oh, how was the weekend, brother?
Weekend was good, man. Just taking it easy. Wasn't nothing too big this past weekend, man, other than sports as usual.
Yes,
Bulldogs took
sir.
care of business.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man, it was a good weekend. How was your weekend?
It was good, man. Good, real good. Shout out to AOS drummers, man. We had a nice little gig for the kids. Nice little out in Alpharetta had a nice little Christmas program for some people and spread some Christmas joy for some people. So that was some good deeds done last week. But when the weekend rolled around, man, I didn't do nothing but kick back and watch college football all day long, man. It was great. All conference championships, man. And we're gonna get into it on the show, man. But that's all I did was just watch football all day Saturday, man. And Sunday was just kind of a downer compared to I mean, they probably had some good games, man, but compared to college football is king, man. I mean, NFL don't hold a torch to how good this stuff is in college football. A lot of controversy.
Yeah, I agree.
We gonna get into it though, man. So I want to welcome everybody to the Bread and Hover Show. We're here every Wednesday night from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. And we talk about sports primarily in the state of Georgia, but wherever you are from, feel free to be part of the show and speak on it. Hover, what you got?
Yeah, man. I just want to thank all the new listeners out there for tuning in to the Braden Hover Show.
Yeah.
Also, want to give some shout outs. Go ahead and give these quick shout outs to the Dirty Bird Nation, NFC South fans, Falcons First and 10, the Enhanced Sports Show, Lou in the house.
Lou.
Mo Brown, Sticking the Sensation, Drumline, and Atlanta Old School Drummers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Also, you can check out the Braden Hover Show Facebook group page, and you can also check out the website, www.sportsandbrews.com. Yo.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Morgan State Drumline, Hit Squad. Hit Squad. So but I'm affiliated everywhere. Atlanta, we all over the place. Atlanta Drumline Academy, Mr. Riles over there. Shout out to them. So we just music affiliated everywhere in Atlanta, man. So making it do what it do.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump on into it, man. Just real quick, we ain't gonna talk a whole lot about it because we got so much on the agenda to talk about, man. But Michigan fires their head coach, man, Sharon Moore. I didn't see that coming. So,
Me either.
Come to find out, yeah, right. Come to find out, it was some misconduct, with him and somebody on the staff, man, and that's a no. But shoot, if they won that game against Ohio State, we probably wouldn't even heard about it. But that's just my two.
Hey man, what's up with the brothers up there in Michigan, man? I mean, Mel Tucker, Michigan State. Now you got this cat, man. I mean,
they can't get right, man.
I mean, you already know the business, man. I mean, just don't, as they say, don't mess where you eat.
Yep.
Don't
You
mess
can't
with,
poop.
don't mess.
You can't poop and sleep in the same spot.
Yeah, just don't do that, man. That's just a no. Just keep that as it is, business as usual.
Yeah.
And and do you and do your do your dirt in another state.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Exactly. So I mean, same thing happened with Bobby Petrino. Same kind of stuff.
Same thing, man. Same. I mean, I can go, yeah, man. There's other cats, they just get caught up.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? Hey, what's funny though, man? I guess Bill Belichick get a pass at North Carolina, though.
Yes, he does.
If you know what I
He get a
mean.
pass.
He get them.
Yeah, right.
His
He
is
brought her along the way.
hey, his is public.
He brought her along the way.
he
She came with
a
the package.
hey
She,
if that
she,
ain't
she came with the package.
if that ain't
The
going
girl
against
he
school
had did not.
policy, hey,
Yeah,
that's
right,
not going
right.
against school policy.
You're right, right. At least you went on staff. So
I don't know, man.
oh boy,
Who
oh boy.
knows what's going on with that situation?
At any
But
rate,
yeah,
man.
man,
Yeah,
it's missed. I hate it for brother, man. I feel like he, keeping Michigan in the right place, man. But at the end
yeah,
of the day, man, he knows better, man, and
yeah,
he knows eyes are looking and everything. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah. So the bottom line is, if you're gonna do the dirt, do it in another state. The-
Yeah,
just
they
get
say it was the same
just
about
don't
police
do
and
it in
everything, man.
don't do it in
Yeah,
Michigan, man.
yeah. They said the police department is they said in the statement released to ESPN, they said Mr. Moore turned over the Pittsburgh Township Police Department for an investigation into potential charges. Are you kidding me? You
Damn,
know, they said he has been terminated with cause effective immediately. Are you kidding me?
man,
Gee, what in
that
the
don't
hell?
sound
Mr. Moore
that
was
don't sound.
engaged in
Go ahead.
inappropriate relationship with a staff member, and it constitutes a violation of university policy. Gee, are you kidding me, man? And you know who on staff. I ain't gonna go into no details, but
No,
you
you
know
ain't
who the
gotta go
staff,
all in. Yeah, you ain't
you
gotta
know
go
who
in
make up
detail
the
on.
staff with the football team, man. You
You ain't
know,
gotta.
they I just say they age 18 and up.
No, no, yeah, don't say we ain't got to get all into that. We
And
already
getting
we
down
got
until we
that.
just know who make up staff. But let me move on, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. Look, man, we got some Heisman finalists over. We got, and it's not real surprising. You got Mendoza out of Indiana. You got Pavia out of Vandy. You got Sayin out of Ohio State, and running back Love out of Notre Dame. No surprises right there. But who you think's gonna come out on top with that, man?
Oh man, I tell you, man, I like Pavia. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I really would like. Actually, I really would like to see him get it.
Yep.
Um, but I'm gonna go with Mendoza for the simple fact that he proved that he could beat Ohio State.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I agree, man. I think it's between the two of those guys. I think that Pavia's got a lot of votes. He's been consistent all year, in my opinion. But Mendoza, I mean, it's Big Ten, and this guy found a way. He had Heisman moments throughout the year. So did Pavia, but that last minute when they played Penn State, and he made that pass at the end of the end zone, that was almost a loss, and he made that spot where only his receiver could get it. It was a pretty good throw, but it was a better catch, stay in bounds to win the game. When they played Ohio State, wasn't his best game. I just be honest. Ohio State had some defense for him that was tough on to figure out. But as a team, they found a way to win. I don't think he had Heisman moments to beat Ohio State. But he won the game nonetheless. I think he wins the game. I think he wins the Heisman. I think he edges out Pavia, but my choice would be Pavia. I think he's been more consistent in more moments. Even when they lost, he was kind of the best player on the field. So Pavia is my guy, but I'm with you. I think Mendoza's gonna win this one.
yeah,
Yeah. Real quick, man. I mean, and we're gonna talk about it later on. I'm just gonna skip this one. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna get this one down to the end. What about Mike Tyson and Floyd, man? What you think about that?
well, man, we talked about it before, man. I think, it's a money grab. You know, the numbers are there. They got together. Probably had breakfast one day. Said, "Hey, wouldn't it be great? We make this fight, get us a nice bag, and everybody happy." And
Yeah,
I think that's exactly what it is. That's all it is, man. I mean, it's
yeah,
a stage fight. Scripted fight rather, and
yeah,
uh, but people gonna tune in. They're gonna tune in because it's entertainment. And that's
True.
really, and that's how you kind of have to look at it now, especially with Floyd and Tyson. It's all about the entertainment value, Brad. It's all,
Yep.
it's like we're big. Our brands are big. We still can, we still have value to our brands to where we can make millions of dollars. So why not? The numbers are there. You know, that's how Floyd look at it. He does, he's the money man.
True.
His team come to the table, they do the numbers. If the numbers make sense, let's make it happen. And so that's all it is. That's it. I mean, it's a entertainment value that they can um they can make a bag off of,
Yeah.
and people get an entertainment out of it, get
Yeah.
a little entertainment out of it.
Yeah. I mean,
You can't, I mean, you can't take it
yeah,
serious, right?
yeah, no, you can't. I think they're gonna spar. Everybody understands
But
that,
yeah,
man.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
They're gonna spar. And look, man. I mean, you just want to see them in the ring. It's something that I mean, back in the day, it's not you would never see anything like that back in the day. But today's time with so much money out there, it's a way to get paid. And Florida's not gonna say no to the chance of making money. And you're right, Hova. You can't take something like this seriously.
No, you can't take it serious. Yeah, it's
60
no
year
way.
old fighter,
Yeah,
and
I mean, both of them
Florida
past
got
their
it
prime.
both
I mean,
fast, way past.
yeah. So it's not a fight. It's just like it's just what it is, man. It's entertainment. It's
Mhm.
scripted entertainment, and the numbers are there,
Yep.
and so their brand is still good in the market for a bag.
Yeah.
Uh,
Agreed.
so why not? So why not?
Agreed. So we'll revisit that once it gets close to fight night, man. But I just thought it was interesting that they actually made that happen. But
The no, the no,
interesting, but
the
not
numbers are,
surprised.
the numbers are there, Brad. I mean, the
Yeah.
numbers are. I mean, they did the numbers, man, and they said, hey, we can pull this off and, and have a nice we can have a nice check in the deposit in the bank.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that.
So yeah, so the numbers are there. That's how I look at it. The numbers are there. So
No doubt about that, man. Ain't no doubt about that. Numbers, because if the numbers don't make money, they don't make sense.
if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So that's all it is. They ran the numbers, man, and they
Yeah.
they they see it's a draw, and people will tune in
Yeah.
for the entertainment, and it has value. So uh, why not? Like I said,
Yeah.
why not get it? Why not get a bag? So there's nothing wrong
See
with
him
it.
spar.
But you can't,
Yeah.
like I said, you can't take it serious.
And yeah. I'm wondering when is going to be the time or a day when people just say, I'm done. I'm not even trying to tune in. I'm not even
Now,
trying to see it on the low low.
right, when correct, when the numbers are not there anymore, then yeah, we're not going to see it anymore. Do you? It
Yeah.
just it does you can't make it happen, so they can't make the bag they want. So it's not going to happen anymore, right? But
Yeah.
until that day comes, if the numbers are still there, who's to say after
Yeah.
this one, Floyd does another one if the numbers are there.
Yep.
But until people stop, until the entertainment, it doesn't hold as much value to where the next one they do, or even they may look at the numbers on this one and say, well, the numbers for when I say the numbers, the viewership or the amount of people, it isn't what we expected it to be. So
Yeah.
maybe all of a sudden now the value, entertainment value, is starting to come down. You
Yep.
see,
Yep. Yep.
but hell, if it goes over on what they expected, then hell, you're gonna see it again. You're gonna continue to keep seeing it.
Yep. And we'll see if they meet those numbers or exceed those numbers
I
when
mean,
they tally it up after the fight.
think about the Jake Paul, the Jake Paul and I
Yep.
forgot the other guy. Uh,
It was Paul and Tyson.
J- well, you had Jake Paul and Tyson, yeah, which did great. But I'm saying now you got Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, yeah.
Oh yeah. Paul and Joshua. Yeah, that's coming up
But
next
see
week.
that's another one.
Yeah.
That's another one. I'm just saying
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
another one.
and what I don't like about the Paul guys, I mean, is boxing purists. They're not. they're not waiting their turn. They're cutting in line in front of boxers that have been in the game for years and years, doing it the right way and fighting in the amateur ranks. It's almost like they're not taking it seriously, and they go on social media and people tune in to see them lose, and it's just like, but they keep fighting certain fighters past their prime,
But I mean,
and but they're not gonna fight nobody hungry because they
but
know they
Brady, I
can't.
mean, but again, it's a numbers game, man. I mean, it's not even about it's the entertainment value.
Yeah,
That's how we have to look at it. These guys look at it. They come at it like, hey, I'm drawn. I have these numbers. Who can I can bring into the ring with me to where the numbers make sense and we can get a bag. That's
yeah.
it's business. It's not even about whether or not it has no value for us to fight because the fight gonna be scripted anyway. So
But
that's how they.
but then again, see,
I'm
now they
saying
getting
that's how
into
they
now,
doing
now
it
they,
though.
yeah, that's how they doing it. But now they getting into wrestling territory. Cause the whole sport of wrestling is scripted, but they're making a lot of money. Been making money. Scripted.
But at the
Now
same
boxing going into that territory about scripting,
but,
which
but
is that's what it
but why
is.
but why not? But why not go in that territory if the numbers are there? Why
I
not
think
get the bag?
yeah, that's kind of the future of boxing because it's like MMA not doing that and they still making money. And so boxing, in terms of how we grew up, is diminishing. And after a while, it's gonna be like, shoot, man, I guess all the boxers is just going to MMA right now because that's the only place where they can really cut their teeth, make some money, and the sport still remain pure.
But see,
But boxing is just a mess, man.
that's the thing there, and you bring up a good point. That's the thing I don't like. As much as I'm a boxing fan,
Mm-hmm.
this is the part of the business that I don't really appreciate it because I think
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like you're not really appreciating the hard work that other young
Right.
cats who are hungry
Right.
out here trying to make,
Right.
trying to get that big prize fight,
Exactly.
but you know what I'm saying? They trying to get it
Exactly.
in the right way.
In the
And
right
then
way.
you got these guys who are just how can I put it, polluting the
Yeah.
the whole thing with this
Yeah.
exhibition, entertainment value, the numbers are there
Right.
type of situation,
Yep.
getting the money. And I agree with you. I think it would be. Here's the thing though. Here's where I think it could be fair. How about, and if I'm not mistaken, Jake Paul and Tyson, did they have an undercard?
That I don't believe they did.
You know what? I
I
don't
don't
believe
believe
they did.
I
I
don't
don't
believe
think
they did. I think it was a lot of hype, a lot of a lot of talk. Who gonna do this? A lot of celebrities, tuning in. They had a lot of celebrities at the fight, and they putting mics in front of people
put it, yeah, talking and
to see
all,
what they
yeah.
got to say, talking about it. Then the hype up and all that kind of stuff. And then when it finally happened, that was pretty much it. No undercard. It's just like, nah, y'all ain't important.
But see, now I
They just
think
cut right.
that's
No
where it could be.
appetizer.
That's where I think it could be a good help for these young guys if they
Yeah,
put these younger guys on the card to fight a real fight because we know that the main attraction and we already know what that's about. But I'm just
yeah,
saying, have some real fights prior to that. That may I think it could be more respectable.
yeah, yeah,
Along with the the Parham and Bailey show.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
you
So,
know,
but the thing about it is, boxing's got to find that common ground because the purists have been finding a hard time to get the entertainment value. And so, if you look at, for instance, Bud Crawford, and so he the man, he the pound for pound guy, but still, he's not. I mean, the entertainment value for him is not Ali level. It's not Floyd level. The entertainment value is not. He's not gonna talk that talk, but he gonna show with his hand. He more action than entertainment because he, purist boxer. But on the other hand, you look at somebody like this Paul guy. He really don't, ain't about really what he say, but he's mostly on social media. Everybody's on social media. Everybody not waiting until fight week or fight night. He talking right now about what's going on. Now, Floyd was really good at that. Floyd was really good at kind of like meeting the common ground between talking it and backing it up. But very few boxers can do that. Very
yeah.
few boxers have the gift of gab. Like, if you're in the wrestling world,
Hmm.
like, I don't know, maybe John Cena. And so John Cena or The Rock, I would say. And The
Mm-hmm.
Rock was very good in terms of having mic skills and high entertainment value, and then he'll get in the
Mm-hmm.
ring and perform very well. John Cena,
Yeah.
in my opinion, performed better than The Rock. I mean, he grew into it after a while, but
Yeah.
that kind of thing, like Ric Flair. Ric Flair was more entertainment value than action in the ring, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's where we are in boxing. That's where we are in boxing with this entertainment value and really just trying to find a common ground between the athletics and the skill set of the athletics and the skill set of and the entertainment value of what you need to kind of bring in the draw. So I think they need to find that happy medium somewhere. But it's kind of hard to say when you're an athlete, man. That's what you do. Look, man, this entertainment stuff. I ain't, I'm not good at that. I ain't got nothing against the guy. I just want to win. That's 90%
Mm-hmm.
of boxers. That's 90% of boxers. I ain't got nothing against the guy. I don't even really know him. Well, maybe I do. We good friends or whatever. I just want to win. He want to win. Let the best man come out. That's boxing.
Yeah.
But it's all this other stuff with the promoters and the promotions and all that kind of stuff we talked about last week with WBO, WBC, one of them, that strip bud of the title and all that kind of. See, it's too convoluted. It's too convoluted with this stuff. They got to clean it up. They got to clean it up, man. And we've been saying this since Don King era.
Yeah.
And so they got to clean it up, man. It's just getting worse. Any rate, man, let's move on real quick, man. World Cup, real quick, Hover.
Yeah.
World Cup, we had a real big deal to do on this past Friday about World Cup. There are a number of cities um, between in the U.S. and I think they probably got something in Canada and got something in Mexico, but they got most all the games here in the U.S. in terms of what's going on between It's North American. That's what it is. It's between
Mm-hmm.
Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. And we got a draw. I forgot who's in the USA's group. I know we're in Group D, but I know in our group that's going to be played mostly here in Atlanta. The main one is, I guess, Spain. I guess because the best team out of the group, expecting to
Mm-hmm.
come out of that, and maybe Haiti for sentimental reasons. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So there'll be some things there, but in Atlanta, that's it, man. We don't have a whole lot to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Folks, man. It just no Mexico, no Colombia, no Brazil. Maybe we may get a Brazil game out here out on the side in a knockout round or something, but we don't have anything. We don't have England. We don't have the big guys, man. No France, none of that. No US. We ain't even getting the US. So we don't
Yeah.
we don't have a whole lot to see, Hope.
Yeah, I'm surprised. We don't have Colombia. I would have thought we'd probably get them, but
Yeah, that'd be
it's a possibility if Colombia, moves on a little
yeah.
further. But it is what it is.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. I mean, I think it'll be well attended anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
People will fly here from wherever and they'll show up. But you wish you could have had a better draw of teams here. Look, man, let's just get on with the get on, man. Let's go and talk some. Let's see, where are we here? We had to sit. I can't even see. I need my glasses. But anyway, I know we're at the Notre Dame portion. Let's go and talk this CFP, man.
yeah. Might
And
want
we
to bring
talk about
Lou
Notre
on
Dame.
this one. Yeah.
Let's bring it on, man. We had a lot of good conference games, and I'm gonna skip on down and skip back up if I can. Lou,
I'm here, guys.
Hey,
how you
Lou.
doing, Lou?
All right. Well,
Good deal.
first of all, I want to say I think the committee screwed up again. Okay, they really screwed the pooch here. You put Alabama over Notre Dame. What were you thinking?
Yep.
Alabama loss does not. It did not look like how they were back, saying who's era, and yet the committee decided to sneak it in and put Notre Dame out. Sorry, don't buy it.
Let me back up a minute. Let me back up a minute, Lou. So
Yeah.
this past weekend we had some conference championships. We had Duke defeating Virginia, which was crazy.
surprisingly.
I think the ACC shot themselves in the foot by their tie breaking method. It just messed the whole thing up. So it didn't make sense to have a what was it a 5 loss team playing a 2 loss team, and the 5 loss team ends up winning. I, you shot yourself
Mhm.
in the foot. There's no way Duke should have made that. It should have been Miami or Louisville, anybody but Duke.
Right.
So they shot themselves in the foot with that one. That messed up a lot of teams in BYU and all this kind of other stuff with chaos in the CFP. The Big 12, no surprise there. Texas Tech
No.
defeated BYU again. Like I said, it was probably worse than the first time. That's no surprise for me there. They were just on a different level than BYU. BYU is good, but they're not CFP good. Just my opinion. The Big Ten, Indiana defeats OSU. Lou, did you call that one, Lou? Who
Which
called
one?
that? Between Indiana and Ohio State.
We all called Ohio State.
Yeah, yeah. So look like we got to back up a minute, guys, and take a look at Indiana a little bit. It was a close game. All right, Indiana won. It was a close game, and defenses showed up
It'll
again,
be close.
and
I'll be honest.
they
It'll be
scored enough.
close. I thought maybe Indiana was going to, didn't have enough to take care of that Ohio State defense.
Mm, yeah, yeah. I mean, I think both defenses came to play. There's no doubt about that. Both defenses that are actually Indiana's defenses. I mean, all I've seen them before. They're a little bit better than I thought they were.
Mhm.
So I was any surprised by that defense from Indiana for you, Hope?
Not really, man. I felt like they played pretty good defense all season.
Yeah,
So it was definitely a defensive battle, no
yeah,
doubt about that. But no,
yeah,
I wasn't too surprised. One thing, Indiana, man, they're a well coached team.
yeah,
You got to give credit to that coach
yeah,
and them players, man. They bought what he's selling, man, and
yeah.
they making it happen.
They are.
They're gonna be a tough. They're gonna be a tough out, no doubt about
We
that.
tough out, man.
Mhm.
I mean, those were definitely. I'm convinced. I mean, based on what I've seen all season, those were two of the best teams I've seen all year. I,
Yeah,
I'm not just blowing smoke here. Those are two good teams. Two,
No.
two. Any two of those teams could win a championship this year.
no doubt about that.
That's don't. There's no surprises there. So that was good. Probably not for the casual fan because there's a lot of defense, but I thought it was a good game. The SEC championship. Other thumps, Georgia. I mean, other thumps, Alabama. I didn't see that. I'm
Mhm.
probably the only one who didn't call that because look, you
See,
won for
Alabama
10.
lost it, so yeah, and they still let him in. That's what he's at that point. They lost the conference championship, which I would have thought they would have been done, but
Yeah,
no.
3 losses.
Nick
Three
Saban, Nick
losses, bro.
Saban had to get
I mean, they don't know what they do. So one year Alabama was out, now they're back in. I remember a couple of years back, Alabama was out, and they chose Alabama and Texas over Georgia and Florida State a couple of years back. And now you come back now. Well, you got a totally different committee in, I guess. But now you got Alabama in with 3 losses, which is, it's kind of a head scratcher.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't. I agree with both of you guys. I saw the head of the committee, and he was explaining the reason behind it. I disagree. Simply, because the way he looked at it was okay. Notre Dame, Miami, they're close. Strength of schedule, blah blah blah. But we looked at the head to head. He brought up the point about BYU. I just
mhm,
don't think Alabama should have been in the mix at all.
mhm.
Um, that's just my take on it. But they
I,
what they did was they didn't count the loss. They didn't, the loss
right,
that Alabama had in its championship, SEC
right.
championship.
But when Georgia lost to Alabama, that was the only loss they had all year. They counted that loss against Georgia, and Georgia didn't get a chance for a three-peat.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why I agree with Lou. It's BS. Uh,
Yeah, right. You know,
BCS is a
so
bunch of BS.
I agree with that. Yeah.
yeah, you know, so with 3 losses and and another thing, I think the system itself with the allowing the G5 schools, the JMU and Tulane in this thing. I mean, actually, they taking these cats don't have a shot, man, and they're taking a spot. That's your spot right there from Notre Dame.
I mean, but exactly. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, Oregon playing JMU. Come on, man. I mean, I had nothing against JMU. They did against their season, but they don't. They just don't match up with Oregon, right?
Yeah,
They're
right.
just not a match. Some team there's no way. Oregon is bigger. They got more. So it's a lot of different pieces. Not to say
Yeah.
JMU is what JMU is. I just think I agree with you. I don't.
So,
So I think the biggest solution to this shit,
mhm,
in my opinion, Brad, they're
yeah,
gonna have to expand it to 16 teams.
yeah,
They're gonna
yeah.
have to do it.
That's kind of what I'm getting at because
I
we
think
kind of
60 is too
started.
much.
Well, we started discussing with Notre Dame being out, and with that being and we discussed that if the system would work with 12, but you don't let you can't be letting the JMUs and the Tulanes of the world in every year. You can't do that. That's the problem.
No.
And that's one of the problems.
Well,
And so with
that
Notre
is
Dame,
the problem. Yeah.
so with Notre Dame not, that's the bad part about Notre Dame not making it. But based on the system, they had to choose between Notre Dame, Miami, and BYU, right? Those 3 teams.
Yeah.
Or am I missing one? Well, at any rate, they chose
Yeah.
Miami. So, and they lobbied. The problem is they lobbied for Miami over Notre Dame. Number one, Miami beat Notre Dame head to head.
Okay.
Ain't forget that. They
Okay. I
played,
mean, yeah. No. No. I mean, I get it. I mean, I get
and
that.
and the other reason they kind of pushed them was because of the money. So when Miami plays and play in the CFP, and as far as they go, even if they win a championship, they would share the revenue with the conference. If Notre Dame gets in, they keep all the money. So if I got to decide to vote and I'm the ACC, it's politics. And so I got to protect my brand because right now I don't have any teams in there, number one, because I shot myself in the foot. I don't have Duke, who won my division, who won my conference, nor do I have Miami at the point, but I can get Miami in there, which will be my lone team. I'll put my lone team in there, represent my conference, and I'm going to make some money. It does nothing for me to put Notre Dame in there. I'm not doing any favors because they're not doing me any favors by joining my conference. I extended the invitation out to Notre Dame 10 years ago, every year since then. And they keep saying no. Now, we play each other from time to time, but for the most part, no. They want to be on their own. They with NBC, the contract is good with NBC until 2029. Okay, fine. You chose the money. I'm choosing the money too. The money for me means Miami. I'm getting $0 for Notre Dame if I vote for them. May not be right, guys, but that's exactly what went down.
Yeah.
I mean, no. I mean, I get the business of it. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I just think that we're gonna have to expand this thing, man.
Mm.
I don't see no other way around it.
Mhm.
We're gonna have to put this thing to 16.
I mean,
12. Oh, yeah, 12.
Well, I hear lose and keep it at 12, but
Keep
I
it
mean,
at 12.
I think 8.
I mean, if you expand more, you just start getting it watered down, and we don't need that.
well,
I mean,
that is true. You're right,
yeah,
Lou. I didn't think about it. You got
You
a
don't
good
want to
point.
water down something like that. And then you guys are like, well, a team that's like got um 5-7 and then 4-8. No, because they're not deserving of getting in the first place. So
yeah,
why extend
Yeah,
it? Because it's
yeah,
gonna be more
yeah.
down. It's gonna be and they're gonna call it trash.
yeah. But they're gonna. I think they're gonna extend it. I don't. I'm not cool with extension. I'm good with 8 teams. if you really want to talk about the best teams, I'm good with 8. 8 works for me. But I'll tolerate 12. But it's
or to
still
put
a
it another
best.
way, guys, 8 is enough.
8 is enough. I'm
Mhm.
with you, Lou. 8 is enough. I'm
Sorry,
good with 8.
sorry, I had it was
8
fitting.
is
Come
enough.
on.
but it will go to 16 or more. It will go to it's the money. It's still the money. It's
Yeah.
never enough money.
No, it's the
It's
money,
not
but
enough
you're gonna
team.
ruin your product.
Right. I mean, people just want the opportunity to come in this postseason because and incorporate the bowls within the playoff system. That's the
Right.
thing. Incorporate more bowls and whatever's left
If it
out there. The
gets any
fiesta is
lower, you'll
left
have a toilet bowl to find who's the worst team in college football.
Man, look, I tell rolling it back a little bit, talking about the bowl games. I mean, talking about taking your ball off the court and running with it. Notre Dame again. They didn't even wait to get the invitation. They like, look, we're not in the CFP, so fine. We're not accepting any invitations
Well,
to any bowl.
I think they had a point though, because after they got snubbed by the committee, which they didn't deserve to be, and then they got us up for a second-rate bowl game. To put it this way, it was always saying, "Screw you."
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I get it.
That's just what it was.
I mean, I get it. But and Florida kind of did it, in the sense of where they showed up, but their players didn't. Their players didn't suit up, but Georgia did. Georgia was busy. Georgia would probably play the bowl game. They would probably have most of their starters playing. But that's kind of the era of kind of where we are. So look, man, I get it. I think it will expand. And that's just where we are. I think they're going to incorporate more of the bowl games that are left out into it, and there'll be more money to be made. Now, you're always going to have the outlier bowls out there, because Celebration Bowl, which is the HBCU Bowl, and you're going to have the Mayo, Duke's Mayo, and all that kind of stuff. You're always going to have the outliers because you got to have something to do while you on the holidays, but
the Mayo. How about the Miracle Whip Bowl?
Okay. I will hope.
Okay, there we go.
I think it extends, Lou, to at least 16. At least 16. I think it'd be 16, 18 teams that they're going to expand to. So you basically, yeah, I when I don't know, but I think it expands. But I'm hearing that Notre Dame it's worked out some kind of way to where they'll get an automatic bid or something like that inside the playoffs if they win.
Get this. I heard a crazy rumor last night that they want to start a college football version of the NIT.
Yeah. I said that on Sunday.
In other words, it's the not important term of college football.
Yeah, and see, I said that on Sunday, and I was like, look,
you did.
Once they expand it to 16, you're still gonna have teams out there in the outliers. The outliers is gonna be that NIT. Now it's not the CFP, but it's not the Division II, whatever they call it. But it's that NIT version to where they get to sell it because you're gonna have your Vanderbilts, your Tennessees, your Louisvilles, all those teams that don't mind being in the bowl. They got 9, 8, 9, 10 wins. They don't mind being in the bowl. So you're gonna have those teams and they're gonna sell it. It's gonna be a tournament, and they're gonna sell it. And it will be a thing, and you're gonna make money. And so they're gonna go through a tournament, and somebody will win.
Well, I think you're on us for doing that because it doesn't make sense, in college football to do it. So
they're making it. They're trying to parallel because I think the people who are designing this is the same people who were responsible for expanding the basketball side of it. And they saw how much money they could make on the basketball, which I think the basketball is just crazy, man. I mean, it don't even it starts on Tuesday now. You got like 6 games, 7, 8 games on Tuesday now. It's crazy.
Something like that. Yeah.
Jeez, man. It's incredible. But but I think, guys, We don't like it, but that's where we headed. That's where we headed in
Okay, but
college
don't say they didn't
football.
warn you.
Yeah, we it's gonna be the NIT version. We're just gonna expand, and that's where we are. So, do you
And it's
think
going to
that
start.
what do you get real quick, guys? What do you think about conference championships? Do you think that with the expansion of with the expansion of the CFP playoff system a little bit, and on top of that, I think they're going to add an extra game, a game 9 in the SEC. So a lot of people are like, well, no, just get rid of the conference games and then just go for the rankings and just see people. What do you guys think about that? Because conference game is an extra, it's actually an extra game. So like Kirby
Yes,
was
it is.
saying, he's like, you won't be, he's like, instead of game number 9, being your championship, if you make it, then you get punished for winning your championship. Now you playing game 10. And Notre Dame's playing the same 8 games every year. And they get rewarded for that if they win 10. Thoughts? Lord, what you think about that, Lou?
Well, I don't think it's conference championships. I mean, those who are deserving of it. So, because that would determine it, and possibly get an automatic bid for the playoffs. Well,
Mm-hmm.
most deserve it. Some don't. So I don't have a problem with it really much at all.
Yeah, what you think about it, Ho? Keep conference championships or get rid of them?
Yeah, my same sentiments to lose. I think we should keep it. Um, I think having a conference uh, championship game. I mean, that's part of the what of the is as of right now the format is for the college uh, football playoffs. They
Yeah,
do look at the conference champions.
yeah,
So yeah, I think if you remove it, I think it may make things even more
yeah.
complicated.
It helps nobody but Notre Dame.
Correct.
People got to sit, and I hate when people like Kirk Herbstreit or whoever come out there and promote is, well, just get rid of the conference championship. Hold up, partner, hold up, hold
I
up,
don't know. Yeah.
hold up. No, hold up. And so I cringe every time I hear it. I think conference championships mean something. I think this is real simple, guys.
Yeah.
With 12 teams, I think whoever wins, uh, you had a power four, not power five. You got a power four. Whoever wins that those games, those are your four. Those are your 4 top teams. Okay, it should be Georgia, uh, who else won? Georgia, Texas Tech, Indiana,
Hmm.
and who's the other one? Georgia.
Yeah.
Who's it? Yeah. Georgia, Indiana, Texas Tech,
Right.
and somebody else I'm missing. So, but at any rate, I think those 4 teams should be the ones who get the 4 bids, and then whoever lost those games, they get the next set of bids. They should be excluded. You were the 2 best teams in your conference, and
Pretty high.
so 2 best teams, they should all make it. There's no reason BYU should not make it. No, they ain't win no national championship, but they were the second best team in the Big
Pretty high.
12.
But
I
the
think they
bottom,
should make it.
and here's the thing too, man. I mean, and I know this is probably the simple as it comes. If you take care of your business, we wouldn't be talking about all this shit.
Yeah,
I mean
yeah,
that's the simple part of it, right?
yeah. That's the simple part. That's
If Notre
very simple.
Dame, if Notre Dame had to beat Miami in the head to head, they'll be in it, right? So
Or if they beat Miami, or if they beat Texas A&M,
whatever, yeah. But I'm just that's what I'm saying. So
one of the other. They lost 2 games.
let's just make the simple part of it. If you just take care of the games
Yeah,
you got to deal with,
it's
you
true.
wouldn't be, you be in it. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
You can forget about all
You,
the different scenarios that have to play
yeah,
out.
gotta
So
take care of your
yeah,
business.
man. I mean, like the dogs, go dogs. Just
Go dogs.
take care of your business, man. That's what's in front of you. Hey, you in there. So
So So real quick, man, Indiana's one, Ohio State's number two. They just flip flop. Georgia for
Yeah,
winning
I
the
saw.
SEC, they just don't move. But if they lost, they would have moved down. But they won, so the reward is you just stay there. And Texas Tech just stays at four. Any problem with that ranking, guys? Lou, any
Mm,
problem with that ranking? 1 through 4?
No, I think it deserved to be number one. I mean, they shocked the college football world. So yeah, that's deserved to be number one.
yeah, I don't have an
I
issue with
had no problem
it.
with
Well, I
that.
mean, I,
Alabama ranked ahead of Notre
I,
Dame and whatnot. It's
I
just
got a small issue. Um,
yeah.
but I get it. I don't have a big issue, but my small issue is Ohio State being number two over number three Georgia. Georgia won the SEC, and I know
Yeah,
the game was close with Indiana with Ohio State,
I
but they
get it.
lost.
That the teams that win the one game, I think, should get the higher seed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
you're right.
won the SEC, so it again it kind of devalues what Georgia did. Georgia won a very good game against a very good team, and that
I
win
think
was
Ohio State
devalued.
was number one from the start, and it was a close game. So I think that's why Ohio State, was ahead of Georgia. I mean,
Yeah,
this was their only loss of the season.
yep, yep. Georgia's only got one, and they avenged their loss. And but in the
So
grand scheme,
it's not surprising.
yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter because if you look at the brackets, Ohio State and Georgia in the same brackets, and if you switch them 2 or 3, it's
Yeah.
just a matter of who they play. So it's a matter of Ohio. It's a matter of going against whether Georgia plays uh, Ole Miss again, or whether they play Texas A&M for the most part, assuming that they will win their games, and it'll wash out in the end. So if Georgia handles business against Ole Miss, and Ohio State handles business against Texas A&M, okay, we just saying if they get through that, then
Yeah,
Georgia and Ohio State we get a chance to sell it. Georgia can be like, okay, we got a chip on our shoulder because Ohio State didn't win. They still People still think that they're better than us, and we don't believe that. Georgia's played good football near the end of the season. Um,
Mhm.
they look good. I mean, all of they look just as good as Indiana and Ohio State. Those three teams look tough to me. Texas Tech's got a pretty good defense, but I can't put a finger on it, Hope. I don't. Some of Texas Tech, and I don't even know if Texas Tech is better than Texas A&M, but I think we're going to have a
I
good
was not
slate of games.
impressed with Texas this year at all. Even with
Oh,
Manning, I wasn't impressed with them at all.
Texas may be the third or fourth best team in the state this year. So,
yeah, that's true.
That
I mean,
I was only like fifth or sixth.
but it's crazy because they gave Texas A&M their first loss. Texas A&M just cannot beat Texas. It's just the weirdest thing.
Yeah, I
So
guess so.
so but yeah. So real quick, guys, and then we're gonna move real, and we're gonna talk about this CFP again next week and
Yeah,
college football and about the matchups next week. So
which
I'll
I'll be
say,
covering on my show as well.
yep. We're gonna save those matchups and go over those next week in terms of what's going
Yeah,
on. NFL guys, real quick. Got a couple minutes left in the show. We got a couple minutes left in NFL. Look, Falcons get thumped by the Seahawks. No thing there. Indiana loses again, and they also lose their quarterback, Daniel Jones, and so you got Phillip Rivers. They
too
peeling
injury
him out.
prone.
What'd you say, Lou?
He's too injury prone, Jones.
Yeah, man, it was good until it wasn't. Grand opening, grand closing. Uh, I don't know what's going on with the Saints, but the Bucks, but the Aints beat the Bucks. It's crazy. The Chiefs lose again. I think they're 6-7, guys. What's going on in
Yeah,
Chiefs land? What?
the line's getting old. This line's getting old. And Kelsey's like, yeah,
I don't know, man. But I call that game. I call it.
Kelsey's too involved with Taylor Swift, so that's another distraction right
That
there.
what you need to get on. Well, I
Yeah, I
mean,
think yeah, I think
go ahead.
there's some distractions going on with that team.
Guys,
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it to you this way: He needs to shake it. Shake it. Hello there.
But yeah, but I thought that was an interesting move with Indiana
Yeah.
signing Phillip Rivers. I don't know about that move. I think they could have. There's other quarterbacks they probably could have went with.
Mm-hmm.
Probably before him. I even throw a name out there like Cam Newton.
Mm.
But hey, I don't know. Phillip, I think Lou said it best. Phillip Rivers. Okay, I mean, I'm not trying to poo-poo on it before it happens. He's not mobile. I mean,
Yeah.
he's way past his prime.
Yeah.
So what you really gonna get? I guess the only thing they really can hope. I will say this though to Indiana coach credit, they got a pretty good offensive line. So, but the
They do.
mobility, but the mobility though, there's still that mobility though.
Let's,
That's the concern with me.
yeah, so let's just hope he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, that's my concern with him, man.
Yeah,
Back in the
let's
day
hope he
he was
doesn't get hurt.
mobile. I just don't know about that now, man. I don't
Yeah,
know about
let's
that.
hope he doesn't get hurt. What's up, Ron? That's Sticky Sensation in the house. What's going on, Ron? So I don't know. I mean, if you've been out the league for a while, you've been chilling. So I don't know if that's the safest thing to do for what is he, 44 years old? Well, 44-year-old pop.
4 years
So,
old. How did they come back at 44 years old? I mean, most people are starting to retire.
yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
I
like
mean, here's the thing. Brady, how old did Brady play?
He was 45. I
Okay,
mean,
well,
that's an outlier because look, Brady was in impeccable shape. I mean, he was the shape of a 30-year-old. I mean, that's just an outlier. If you look at Phillip Rivers, man, he pudgy. He looked like a 44-year-old quarterback, former quarterback. That's what he, have you seen it? Man, look
see,
at it, man. Pull it up on YouTube.
I ain't messing with you,
Fight him. I
man.
ain't trying to fight
Nah,
the
I
man.
ain't messing with
Man,
you,
they
man.
athletes, man. You can't just
I
get up off
mean, b- but no. I mean, what you expect? What you expect? The guy, 44 years old. I
yeah.
mean, he's not gonna be he been away from the game. How long now? I mean, he's sitting back, chilling with the kids, fam,
Right.
having Krispy Kremes and,
Yeah.
just living daddy, you know,
Yeah. We'll see.
you
We,
know,
yeah, we'll
eh,
see what happens, but I don't know,
he
man.
can't, he got to get back in game shape, but yeah, 'cause then he in daddy shape now, but he,
He ain't daddy, he ain't pop shit. Daddy, he got grandkids, man. He in
well,
pop
no,
shit.
I'm just saying. I mean, that's what happened when you're away from the game. You sit back, you
Right.
kicking with the kids and the grandkids having ice cream and donuts
I
every
know.
week,
I
every
know. So
weekend. So he got to get back in the fit. He got to get back in the game shape. Now, how much
yeah,
of
he gotta get that's mental too.
yes.
he's got to get
He's
in
not,
game
he's
shape.
not, he's no shape to play. Come on.
Yeah.
I hope so. For
But
his
I don't
sake
know.
and
I mean, I
Indianapolis,
just
I
don't.
hope so.
I think the thing is they can't rush my man out there like that.
Yeah, well, they ain't got
But
a choice.
but the way it look, the way it appears, looks like they're gonna try to activate him fast. As a
Like
matter of fact, he
immediately.
probably,
Yeah, he's at practice this week.
well, no, no,
He's,
no. I'm saying he's probably gonna be starting in
yeah,
the.
yeah, starting like you got to go. So look, man, the Eagles lose another one, guys, against the Chargers. I think I
Not
called
the
the
same
Chargers
team
for that
either.
win. What's going on in Philly, guys? I mean, this they not only they're losing games, but there are rumors about I don't know. I mean, everybody's kind of jumping on the quarterback in this one, and I mean, and this is not the first time we've heard of voices against Jalen Hurts, but I don't know, man. I
No.
mean, they still almost won the game as bad as they look.
Man, I thought I saw the funniest thing on Facebook. It had Jalen Hurts and it had some pastries. It said, "You want some turnovers?" He had this big smile on his
I
face.
don't think that those turnovers though.
He said, "You want some apple turnovers?"
Apple
Turnovers.
turnovers.
He had this big smile on his face. But anyway,
Yeah.
man.
they got to figure it out, man. I mean, I
I,
don't
don't-
know.
it- I don't know, man. I don't know.
They
I
got to
just
figure
don't.
it out, man.
I don't think it's the Eagles year this year. My personally, I just
I
don't
don't
think
think
it's
so.
their year.
And look, man, and look, the Rams lead the NFC. That's my guys right there too. Y'all know my history, man. We talked about it on the show from time to time, and that was my first team when I was a kid for many years. Before I was a Falcon fan, man, and so I always had that special place with the Rams, man. But they look really good. The things seem to be clicking. They lost a weird game against Carolina the other week, man, which is just weird. But they seem to be one of the top teams, along with Detroit's winning some games. But they lost against Green Bay. Green Bay trying to hang in there. So, but I think the Rams look pretty good. They look primed to really do some damage in the NFC this year, man. They've been fairly consistent. So I like what I see coming out of the Rams, man.
Yeah.
So I half-heartedly throw my support to the Rams. So take it for what it's worth. These Falcons are just so bad. They are just so bad.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Falcons play the Bucks tomorrow night, guys. Thursday night football.
Crap fest.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So and the Bucks don't look great either.
They don't look great, but
hey, we look worse. Yeah, they don't look great. They got enough.
Once they play the Falcons, they're gonna look all world. But anyway, I shouldn't.
Yeah, this is true. Everybody that play the Falcons they get a player on their team gets game of the week or player of the week after they play the Falcons. But player of the week is so and so. Just play the Falcons. Turnovers. So every week has been that kind of situation with these guys. But the worst part about it is we have to play the Bucks on Thursday night television. Folk ain't got nothing else to do after they get off of work but to watch the Falcons do what the Falcons do. And we keep losing games that we should win. That wasn't the case this past week against Seattle. We just got our butts kicked. But you don't want to see that from a divisional foe tomorrow from the Bucks. But the line is the Bucks by 4.5 tomorrow. So look, man, I don't want to go into a whole Falcon diatribe, but there are definitely problems in the organization. I wish the Arthur Blank would kind of not take it personal and just get an outside firm to come in here and say, look, man, let me just dissect the problems in your organization from the executive office all the way down to the players. And I'm going to give you a report, an assessment. I'm going to do what do they call those things over at work that they do? What is it? It's called an audit.
Mm-hmm.
We need an organizational audit to look at the Falcons and say, okay, this is what you do well, this is what you do not do well, and this is what's in between. And give him and say, you do with it as you will. Falcons need that. That's all I say. We're not going to do it, but that's what we need. Yeah. So look, guys,
there's a lot of things they need, but anyway.
Before I go to, we about to do picks, but before any words on them Falcons, Hover, before we do these picks.
Man, let's go and do those picks.
No, okay. Be here all night, man. Oh, geez. All right, Lou, who you got, man, between the Falcons and the Bucks tomorrow night?
I'm gonna take the Bucks here. Sorry.
Don't be. Hover, who you got?
Snooze fest.
Oh shoot. Give me. You said on the Falcons, right?
Yes.
Yep, Falcons, Bucks.
Yeah, Bucks, man, all the way.
All right, Ron, we got you on stage for these picks, man. Go ahead and holler. Who you got, Bucks or the Falcons?
I'm gonna ride with my birds anyway.
All right,
I'm gonna die with them.
All right. You gonna be burning down there. I throw some water on you, man, to save you. That's all I can do. All right, man. I got the Bucks by 10 in this one, man. I if I got money on it, I want the Falcons. I always want the Falcons to win every game, regardless of what kind of season or what kind of season we're having. But if I'm putting money on it, I got Bucks by 10. If I put money on it.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. All right, guys. Moving on. Jets are going to Florida to play the Jaguars. Who you got in that one, Lou?
I think I'm going to say Jaguars on this one.
Yeah. Ron, who you got in this one, man? Jets.
Jags.
Who you got in this one, Hope?
I gotta go with the Jazz. I don't even know who's quarterbacking for the Jets now. I don't even know.
I don't. Lou,
Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor.
No, I don't think he. Yeah, I think he hurt.
Oh, man.
Well, they might be going back to Justin Fields then. I don't know.
Justin Fields is healthy.
They might want to give Cam Newton a call, but anyway,
Probably.
Yeah.
Give somebody a call. That ain't working. They got enough to beat the Falcons and they're done. Jesus, man, it just gets worse. Yeah, I got the Jags in that one. The point spread is 12.5 for the Jags in Vegas or somewhere. All right, guys, this is a good game. We got the Bills that are going up to New England to play the Pats, man. The Bills versus the Patriots. Who you got in that one, Luke?
Them. And you know what I mean by that, of course.
Yeah. Them. Yeah. Okay. Ron, who you got in this one? Bills and Pats.
I think the Bills might get this one.
Mm-hmm. Who you got in this one, Hope?
Nah, I'm going with the Patriots, man.
It's a tough one for me, guys. This is really tough, man. This is tough, man. I'm gonna roll with the Patriots only because they're at home. Only because they're at home. The line is the Patriots by 1.5. I mean the Bills by 1.5. The line is Bills by 1.5, which is not saying much. So I'm going with them. All right, guys, we got the Lions going to LA to play the Rams. Lions versus Rams. Who you got in that one, Luke?
I think I gotta go with the Rams.
Yeah. Who you got in this one, Ron?
I think I'm going with the Rams. Puka Nakua.
Yeah.
Pretty hot right now.
Yeah. Agreed. Who you got in this one?
Yeah, I'm going to Rams.
Yeah, I'm rolling with the Rams. The line is the Rams by 5.5 on this one. The Lions playing some good ball, y'all. They know how to run that ball, man. With that Rams, looking pretty solid. All right, last pick of the night, guys. We got the Vikings that are traveling to Dallas to play the Cowboys. Vikings, Cowboys. Who you got, Luke?
Cowboys my biggest disappointment of the year. So I'm sorry. The Vikings are my disappointment of the year. So I'm going with the Cowboys.
All right. Who you got in this one, Ron?
I'll roll with the Cowboys.
Yeah. Who you got in this one, Hope?
Yeah, I'm gonna do like Ron. I'm going to Cowboys on this one. I think the Vikings. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about. I don't know about that. I got to go with the Cowboys on that one.
Yeah, man. I'm rolling Cowboys. The line is Cowboys by 6. So I'm rolling with Cowboys. I hate to do it, but I'm rolling with Cowboys. The Vikings are just kind of weird. Some games they win, some games they don't. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that JJ McCarthy. Some I don't know.
I don't know about him, man.
Yeah.
They got quarterbacking problems. They're not consistent at quarterback. I just put it that way. At least we consistently suck, but they you don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So look, guys. Before we end the show, man, real quick, man, we'll talk about it next week. But keep your ears out if you're a Hawks fan. There's a lot of rumors out there about a lot of players coming. You know, there may be some deals being made with guys coming to Atlanta. Anthony Davis is a name, and also Giannis. So I know Giannis been trying to get to Atlanta. There's word on the street. He's been trying to get to Atlanta for the past couple of years. But they signed an extension with him, and then they got some players for him, and he's still not happy. So
I think
word
Giannis probably want too much money.
yeah, he wants a lot of money.
Probably do.
I don't know what you guys think about that before we end. What y'all think about that, man? About the Hawks and Giannis or AD coming to Atlanta?
Well,
sound
I
like
rather
We're
have
going to New York.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do, Lou. He ain't going to New York.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have Giannis than AD. AD is injury prone.
Yeah,
I don't know about them.
I don't know about what you think about it, Ron.
Uh, I'm thinking about it as far as the salary situation. I mean, we got a young group, and then we got Trey still.
Mm,
You know,
mm-hmm,
he probably, you know, if he stays, he'll probably end up getting a lot more money. And
mm-hmm,
we wouldn't be able to afford him and Giannis. Giannis, I think
mm-hmm.
the price he wants is astronomical.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's worth sacrificing the team for one person when you can have, you know, some people coming off the bench that are good.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not worth the sacrifice to me.
Yeah, they trying to get younger up there in Milwaukee. It's just not working up there anymore. And
Yeah.
they're ready to kind of rebuild without saying that they're rebuilding. Zachariah Ricochet is one of the guys that they're eyeing, young talent that will probably be in the deal. There'll be a couple of players in the deal. So, and this new GM that we have is convincing the ownership to make some moves. And so I know that they probably don't mind going into the luxury tax a little bit, but a little bit, not a lot. Like you say, it's going to balloon because you have to pay Trey next year.
Yeah.
So that the time is here. So it's a lot of things to say. Or do you trade Trey? So there's a lot of things in the mix for the Hawks to do. I think that Detroit is also in the mix. They got a really tough team. They could make it. They are definitely a contender. But yeah, it's a lot of things that the Hawks. But I like this team the Hawks have. I just need to see them with when Trey comes back at the end of the month or in a couple of weeks, I guess.
Right.
And so that's what we need to see, because I think things are working with Jalen Johnson, man. That he a beast, man. He is it. Jalen Johnson is that dude.
Mm-hmm.
I would not trade him. I'm sorry. I'm not trading Jalen Johnson. Sorry.
Him or
Not
Daniels. I
yeah,
don't want to get rid of either one of them.
neither one of that. I'm good. I think this young team is doing fine. They're getting better every week. So I like what we have. But with this new GM we have, man, South. I mean, he's pretty good, man. He's the one that made the deal for all the guys you see right here. That's kind of getting it together with no trade. Hawks above 500 without trade. Really? Who saw that cut?
Yeah.
Right. So we just been losing close games to Detroit. That's when you think about, once they gel together a little bit better, maybe you win that game. Or if you got Trey that, that gels
Need
in.
another piece.
Right. He's going to score in the fourth quarter. He's not going cold. He ain't going to do you up, but he going to give you the points. So, any rate, guys, I'm going to end it right there. We're going to talk some more. Hope maybe there'll be some movement by this time next week. All right, Luke, take us home, man.
All right. Enhanced Sports Show keeps on rolling down in the final two shows of the year. I'll run Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Number is 512-543-4662. We'll continue on with the NFL. We'll recap the finals for the Heisman Trophy, which will be announced on Saturday after the show, of course. Army Navy game, we'll take pictures on that. Part one of the college football bowl schedule. We can't do all 287 in one day, of course. You get the idea. College basketball, NBA. As if anybody can anybody stop the OKC Thunder? Also take a look at the NBA Cup, which has been pretty interesting. The Knicks in the semifinals. I know a lot of people don't think, come on, it's just a big joke. But I've been paying close attention to it, so I'd like to get some thoughts on that as well. And anything from the MLB winter meetings that has happened this past week. It's getting a little bit active now with some teams and some not. Off to a little bit of a slow start, but now it's starting to catch a little bit on. So we'll cover that. Also, your thoughts and comments. The ridiculous sign of the week, sports trivia, this is Dayton sports history, and the good news story of the week. So remember, it's 512-543-4662 or 46 Saturday at Eastern Time, 3 to 5 in the Central Time Zone. And remember to like and share the Facebook page, and we're on Facebook Live.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Thanks a lot, Lou. And
Lou.
You mentioned baseball. It made me think about Peter Alonso. I think he went to the Orioles, but
He did. I know some people were not happy about that.
Well, I mean, in Atlanta, we don't care. But
yeah, but some of them are on my show.
I know. But the reason I said it is because Peter Alonso being a former Met, we hate a lot of folks hate the Mets in Atlanta, and so it's just kind of like it's kind of sad to see him go because whenever you play the Mets, you like to boo Peter Alonso, but now that he's gone, you kind of it kind of takes the edge off a little bit with him. Not only is he leaving the National League, he's going to American League. So if the Orioles not on scale, you probably won't see him at all. Don't get a chance to boo him. So we're going to miss booing him. That's what I'm saying.
All right, fellas, good night.
Good night. Good night, guys. Thanks, bro.
All right, guys.
All right, bro.
See you next week.
Okay.